Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elias, and in this video, I'm going to help loan signing agents and notaries build a successful business in this competitive industry that we are in. In today's video, we're going to tackle a very common struggle that new loan signing agents experience. That's how to get more assignments in a very competitive and very crowded market. Now, whether you're a brand new loan signing agent or if you've been doing this for a very long time, this video is going to be jam-packed with golden nuggets and tips that you can implement to grow your business. I'm going to give you 5 tips that you need to implement to grow your business. So let's get started with the first one. And to illustrate this first one, I want you to think of 2 notaries. One notary is John and the other notary is Sally. Now, when John shows up to his appointment, John is super messy. He's wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and some Converse sneakers. And instead of having a proper bag to hold his documents in, John is holding documents by his hands. He has pens in one hand and he has his notary stamp under his arm or something. How do you feel about this person? Think about it in your head real quick. How do you feel about John? Now, in contrast, we have Sally. Sally's composed. Sally has a business attire. And she shows up to the signing. She has her documents in the bag. Her pens are in the bag. Her notary stamp is safely stored away. She gets to the table. She lays everything down nice and neatly. How do you feel about Sally? Just in this small illustration that I just gave you, you can see that first impression matters. So why is it that your notary profiles on multiple platforms like Snapbox, Notary Dash, Signing Order has no professional pictures? Or some notaries even put selfies on their profiles. First impression matters, right? So if first impression matters, then what do you think the signing company is thinking when they see that? Versus another notary that has a professional picture. And one more thing, how about your credentials? Are they up to date in your profiles? To put you out as better than another notary, do you have credentials as like loan signing courses you've taken? Did you put that certificate in your profile? Do you have a bio? And most importantly, honestly, if there's anything you can take from just the beginning of this video, and comment below if you're finding this informative already, the most important thing that you need to have in your profile is reviews. When a signing is complete, did you ask the signing service or the title company that hired you, did you ask them for a review? If not, well, that's one of the few things that you need to be doing. First of all, that's the first thing you need to do. Now, the second thing here is just your availability. And I want you to consider what it would be like if you suppose you own a house. You might not, you might rent, whatever, but suppose you own a house and for whatever reason you got to call a plumber to fix a pipe in your wall. Now, there's plumber A and plumber B. You call plumber A and that man answers on the spot. You text him, he is responding to you within 5 minutes, if not faster. If he doesn't respond in like 5 seconds, right? And then you call plumber B, and plumber B, it's like you call him, he doesn't call you back for another 2 days. You text him, he doesn't text you until 3 days has passed. Who would you hire? I can guarantee you, and I'm sure, comment below. Who would you hire? Plumber A or plumber B? Well, we all know the answer to that, and that's the problem with a lot of notaries, and the reason why a lot of notaries don't get loan signings. And I'm saying this from place of constructive criticism here. I don't want you to do this. I want you to be better than this. I want you to get more signings. You have to respond. As soon as you get and I know a lot of portals, they send out notifications, a text notification, email notification. Respond to that immediately. And here's a golden nugget. And 1 in 10 notaries do this. How many of you are calling the signing company or calling the title company that sent out the order for you to ask to be assigned to that? I can damn near guarantee you that there is 10 notaries are getting the notification, and 9 of them are just responding to the email, responding to the text. One of them is calling the company and asking to be assigned, and 90% of the time, they get assigned. And I know that from experience because that's how I started my business. When I got a notification, I would immediately call the company and ask to be assigned, and I would almost all the time get assigned to their appointments. Now, the last thing, well, not the last thing because we have 3 more to go. Third thing here is the do you know a statistic on how many times it takes for somebody to finally work with you? How many times you have to call somebody or speak with somebody before they trust you? There's various statistics out there, right? But there's one that I recently saw that said that it takes about 7 touch points before somebody decides that you're trustworthy or somebody builds trust in you. So you visit that title company because you're marketing directly, and you go there once or twice, and then that's it. Meanwhile, it takes 7 touch points, 7 conversations, 7 phone calls for them to trust you. And you think that the two calls you did or visits you did is gonna get you more business? Well, I'm sorry to inform you that's not gonna happen because it's this is just the law of building relationship, and that's what the third point here is you got to build relationships. You got to the follow up, you got to follow up. You got to reach out to your clients multiple times. Now, for us to cover this next one, I want you to think about plumber A, plumber B again, and let me start talking about plumber B because we didn't like plumber B at all. If you like plumber B, I mean, let me know in the comments. I didn't. But so plumber B shows up to your house because you have some plumbing issues, and then he's lost. He doesn't know what pipes is running through your walls, what directions they run, what type of metal is used. And then he's like, you know what? I'm sorry. We're going to have to break down and remove all of this drywall over here because I need to see what's behind the wall before I can do the job. Meanwhile, you're getting quote. You call plumber A. Plumber A is like, tell me, when was this house built? 1974. All right, this house was built in 1974. So the metal that was probably used at that time is this, and the pipes diameter were probably this, and they're running normally in these houses. They run in this and this direction. Who do you feel more confident working with? I mean, let me know in the comments, but the answer is pretty obvious. It's no different with your business. When you're showing up to the title company or when you're calling a signing service, you got to show yourself as experienced. You got to show that you have the skills to pay the bills. Or when the signing service or title company, they're asking you questions, are you able to answer them? Because if you can't, well, darn, you're not going to get hired because the company who's hiring you, they want to make sure that you can do the job no problem. And if you can't do the job no problem, then, I mean, you can't be hired, right? So yeah, I want you guys to take that very seriously. Make sure you're taking courses. Make sure you know your stuff. Make sure you're leveling your skills to match the income that you want to be making. Now, last thing here is marketing and sales. Now, if you're marketing yourself direct, you have to do a little bit more of this than if you're working mainly with signing services. Signing services, they take on that task of marketing the business so they can provide you with business and you don't have to worry about that as much. Now, if you need to grow your business, if you need to improve your sales system, I want you to watch this video right here. This is going to help you increase your business. This is a sales process that you need to implement in your business.
Elias rising like fire from heaven's might. Jezebel's doubt, I'll ignite and fight. Success is my aim and empire is my claim. Through trials and triumphs, I build my name. With Wilson's flame, I pave the way. Elias empire, no price too high to pay. From the ashes of doubt, watch me ascend. A legacy built, that's the story I've been, yeah.